How many bullets can this guy take? Today we're going to be taking Alibaba's new open weight model Qwen 3.8 27B through 4 distinct coding challenges to see how it gets on and if it lives up to the hype. So let's start with the first prompt, which is a Python helicopter rescue game. Our heli rescue game is ready in just over 12 minutes, and it says that it's got hard landing damage, smoke, explosions and synthesized 80s style sound effects. Sounds exciting, let's get into it. That's the best start screen I've seen so far. I like that. The helicopter's there. There's a civilian I can see already. I'm going to take off, flying forward. Oh, let's drop a bomb. Oh, yes. Okay, we've got 1 civilian on board. Oh, you've got a limited number of bombs. Yeah, okay, I've got the turret. I've got 3 civilians on board, 5 waiting, 4 civilians on board. I'm going to fly back to base now and drop them off, and that should... Supplies refilled. Oh, so you get your supplies refilled when you go back to base, which is good. I've saved 4 out of 8 civilians, so now I'm going to go for the other 4. And I've got some more bombs now, so I can use them. Yes. This is a good result. It has proper gameplay. The helicopter's smoking a little bit, but it looks like we're okay at 52%. Oh, he got me. Okay, health still okay. And that's it, we've got all the civilians. See if we can go any further this way. No, that's the end. I like the smoke effect coming from the helicopter. Oh, it takes a while when you press the up key to start going up again. Anyway, let's land and see what happens. There we go, mission complete. Saved all the civilians, destroyed 5 turrets. I didn't have to be that accurate with the bombs, but everything was there. The bombs worked, the shooting worked, the game mechanics worked, and it looks good as well. I think for the first time, I'm not going to give the model a follow-up prompt. I think it's done a good enough job on its first attempt. It's created a very good game. Do love this front screen, one of the best I've seen. So on to test 2 now. This is the Bonza Boardman Surf School website, which is written in PHP, and it will include a CMS so that you can change the content of the website yourself without having to know how to code a website. Let's see how it does with this test. The Bonza Boardman Surf School website is now ready. We'll just run a PHP server in that directory and check it out. Hey! Now this looks very good on first inspection. It's all responsive. On the front you've got some information about Bonza and his surf school, some brief information about the basic lessons you can have, and then you can click view all lessons to go to the lessons page, I imagine. And there's a few reviews here. Ready to stand up on a wave? Get in touch, and that goes to the contact page. Okay, it's looking good so far. Let's go to the lessons page. Here's all the lessons that he does. It's created a whole backstory for Bonza. Bonza picked up his surfboard at 9 years old on a quiet morning, and he has been chasing that feeling ever since. Bonza has taught thousands of students to surf, from 5-year-olds to a retired judge in her 70s. Okay, so the website looks good. Let's see what the back end looks like. Bonza and Bonza 1, 2, 3. Right, so signed in as Bonza, content dashboard. So you've got the site name, tagline. You can change all the contact details, the social links. On the home page, you can change the banner. This looks absolutely fantastic. This looks like you can change everything on the website that you need to. Or you can remove sections. So let's just click on view site in a different tab and go to the lessons page. So lessons and packages, I'm just going to update lessons and packages to my lessons and packages and save lessons. So that should Yeah, so that's put my lessons and packages on that page. So it looks like the content management system's working okay. And it does look brilliant. Everything that you could want to change is on there. I did a review of Muse Glimmer the other day, 30B, from Meta. Now the website was quite good, but the back end, it was nothing like on this level. This is really, it's one of the best I've seen. Theme, so we can change the theme, sunset. See if that works. Oh, nice. I must say it's done it really well. It's chosen some nice palettes. I really like this website. I think it looks really good. Really good. I'm very impressed with it, and the back end's fantastic. So it's got white text on the blue background. If I change that to this theme and refresh that, we've got the black text on the white background, so that's okay. In the admin area, there's a place here for messages from the contact form. So I've just filled in the contact form on the contact page. So I've just asked, if I book 10 lessons in advance, can you give me a discount? So I'll send the message. Thanks, Bob Smith, your message is in. We usually reply within 1 business day. So if I go back into the content dashboard here and refresh, there's a message here from Bob Smith asking about the lesson prices. Mark all as read, and then you can delete them. Absolutely brilliant. I think this is exactly what you want from a website. It's got a good, clean, responsive front end, and if you want to change any of the text, you can go into the back end via the admin link and change anything you want by yourself, and click save, and it all just changes on the front page. Absolutely excellent. The next test is an International Space Station tracker created with HTML and JavaScript. It should go away to Celeste track no more than once per day and download the TLE, which is a 2-line element for the International Space Station, and then display its live location on a map from that 2-line element. Okay, Qwen 3.8 has finished the International Space Station tracker, but we've got to talk about this one. This took 2 hours to complete. In my previous video with Muse Glimmer 30B, this test took under 2 minutes to complete, and it was one of the best results I'd seen. So let's review the result now, and I hope this is the best thing I've ever seen. Okay, this looks very good. So it's in the center of the screen. The last 90 minutes are in blue here, the previous 90 minutes, it says in the key up here, and then predicted 30 minutes going over North America there. Speed 7.66 kilometers a second, which is 27,585 kilometers an hour, which seems right. Latitude and longitude, altitude 417 kilometers, date of the 2-line element. Okay, let's test the responsiveness. Can move the map, zoom in, it's moving every second. I mean, this is great. I cannot fault what Qwen has produced here, but the fact that it took 2 hours when Muse Glimmer 30B took under 2 minutes to produce roughly the same thing, I have no doubt that the location is accurate to the nth degree. Qwen spent nearly an hour investigating an orbital discrepancy in a bug that itself introduced while it was coming up with its own orbital calculations. All in all, a good result. I'd give it a 10 out of 10. I'd give it a 9 out of 10. There's always room for improvement. This final test is a browser-based 3D alien shooter, one I introduced in the last video, and I'm quite looking forward to see what Qwen 3.8 comes up with. We have a result from Qwen 3.8 for our space alien shooter. It took around 3 hours, but I did have to stop it and say that you can use 3.js. So it carried on and it's used 3.js now. So I've started a server in the folder where it is, and I'm just going to open the browser. And for the first time, here we are. Viridian 9, a hostile world, a beautiful one. Your drop pod has gone down on an uncharted world. The extraction beacon is dormant. Recover the 8 energy cores scattered across the surface and bring them to the beacon to trigger extraction. I'm just going to full screen this and we'll click deploy. Oh wow, it's working well. Okay, let's start moving. I take it this is one of the things you're supposed to collect. A core, yeah, so there's some diamond cores. So I guess that's an alien. Woohoo! So kills one. I didn't see them firing towards me. After the first attempt, I realised that I'd asked the model to produce something a bit too colourful, and I said it was rather candy-like. I wanted to keep it colourful but in the right direction, and to make it a bit more dangerous looking. I also wanted a few different enemy types and a variation in terrain features. It's now the next morning, and because it was taking quite a lot of time last night, I had to pause it, and I've let it continue this morning. It's now given us a final version which is ready to play, so hopefully it's made all the changes I've asked for, and we've got the game we were looking for in the first place. I think it was more my fault than the models. Let's see what it produced. Let's just full screen it and get into the game. Here we go. Oh, enemies coming at me already. There's a different enemy type that moves from side to side, and I think he was shooting at me as well. I don't like these red ones. You have to shoot them 3 times. There's a big enemy up there. I don't know what he is. Shoot him. Oh, now he's coming towards me. Oh gosh. He's a bit slower moving, isn't he? He takes a lot more to kill though. There we go. I quite like these ones that move from side to side and shoot things at you. I don't think they move towards you either. They just shoot at you. So if you get close to them, I guess they can shoot you. Right, so the aim of the game is to find some cores, collect 8 cores, and then go to the beacon. So there's a core on top of the hill here, and there it says core 1 of 8, 7 remaining. I can't see any cores, and there's 7 left to get. When you get close to the storm barrier, which is this orange line, you can see my health depleting. So you keep away from there. We need to explore this world and find the cores which activate the beacon. Would be good if there was a bit of sound. Okay, we've got 1 core. I think because of all these blue blobs which look like the cores, they're hard to spot. So that's 2 cores. Another enemy coming here. I can see another core over there. Three cores, okay. There's another core. You may have seen that way before I did. Okay, we've got 5, so we need 3 more. Getting attacked, getting attacked. Oh no, no. I've lost after all that. I think it was 6 cores and I died. I am gutted. Right, we'll try again. It's there! I can see it! It's the last core! Let's get this core and get out of here. Bingo, all cores recovered. Reach the extraction beacon. Oh my gosh, there's enemies just all around the beacon now. There weren't before. There's a red one there. I've not seen one of them before. How many bullets can this guy take? Guardian down. Guardian, that was the Guardian, so that was like the final boss. That was pretty cool. Okay, that looks like all enemies have been defeated. Let's get with our cores to the beacon. Extraction complete. The beacon's beam carries you home. Meridian 9 falls away below. That was intense. And quite hard. I did think it was very good. I enjoyed it. I think there's a few improvements visually. I think Qwen 3.8 has done a very good job. So what do you think? Do you think that was worth waiting 5 hours for? I think Viridian 9 was a good game. I certainly don't want to go through it all again just at the minute, but I still think it was a good game. I think the Python Helicopter Rescue game was one of the best local results I've seen, and the gameplay was there, even if it was a little bit difficult to get the hang of the controls. The Bonza Boardman Surf School website was great, and the content management system was truly a masterpiece. I especially liked the contact form results going into the message section of the admin area. Everything was clean, well presented and functional. The ISS tracker was again top of the class, with my only complaint being the time it took to produce. The 3D Alien Space Shooter provided a genuinely playable experience with flawless graphics, various enemy types and no bugs from the outset. Throughout my testing, I didn't have to go back to the model to fix any errors that weren't of my own doing, which is a great bonus, but it did take quite some time to produce some of the finished results. Qwen 3.8 27B is clearly well ahead of other local models of the same size that I've both tested and seen, and all this with the Q6K Quant, whereas I'd usually use the Q8 version. Hopefully there'll be a Qwen 3.8 mixture of experts model in the pipeline, which I can then test on the M5 Pro. So until then, I'm Nick of Night Shift Tech. Thank you so much for watching.